Welcome to Mango Bay. We talk burgeoning Indian hate from the masses. People do not like us, and we're coming up, the desis. Mango Bay. Come on in.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay. Mango
Bay.
Welcome to Mango Bay, one-stop shop for South Asian recklessness for your two best boys, Usama Siddiquee. And my boy, Pranav. Pranav, old head, Behari.
What's going on?
Tired AF, dude.
Not tired. What's
What's going on? We're just talking about random... patreon.com/MangoBay. Get on it. A bunch of stuff.
And if you can't get on the Patreon, which you should, because there's amazing shit there, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I mean, that'll help us.
Can we shout out our $20 Patreons?
Yeah, we got Andy, we got Anand, we got Ashish.
Get on.
Hell yeah.
Come on down.
Get in there. They've been hanging out with us on Zoom.
Come on down, dude.
Okay, we've been showing each other our parts.
Yes.
You know. Hey guys, we can't swear at all, by the way. No swearing for
What?
like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
I don't know, but let's try it.
Why not? Okay, cool.
Let's try it.
So I fricked some girl the other day.
Man, I arrived on my girl's midriff the other day.
What a
was
forking
special.
time. Jesus. I was talking. I mean, I don't know. We're in an interesting space. You want to talk about it?
We talk about like these things. Okay, we're not going to talk about J-O-ing. Okay. We can talk about. Well, first of all, I want to talk about. Have you been getting DMs from this person?
Who?
Some Indian girl, and I just deleted it so she doesn't know that I saw it.
Yeah.
Sent the like college essay. And it's about the episode specifically where Joe talks about seeing the guy at Penn Station or whatever.
Oh my
I'm glad
God.
that has ignited some minds because that was a crazy thing when we heard it.
Yeah, and she was not happy about it.
Really?
She was like, I don't know if you guys know this. I discovered your podcast in quotes Mango Bay.
It'd be better if she was, quote, podcast Mango Bay. That'd be more of a hit.
That would be more of a hit.
That's as if our title is not our title. Which
And
it
she
is.
wasn't even that hard. She was just like, you guys shouldn't be going along with making fun of Indians. And I was like,
I wasn't making fun of anyone. I was just asking for some answers. You know, like, is that something you've
I
ever
was just
seen
asking
before?
some questions.
Joe, first of all, Joe is like the longest caddy for our golfing tour,
I know.
basically.
Well,
like,
look, it's not about Joe. It's
know?
about us being okay with making fun of Indians.
do we look like I guess maybe when we laugh at stuff, it looks like we're co-signing stuff or something.
Look, what it did make me realize is that, you know what? I do need to go clean with my comedy in general.
No.
Yeah, I do.
What are you talking about?
Because you know what? Listen, it's like the benefits of what I do now. Yes, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. But like the benefits are not there. And then the punishments are deep.
Okay, hold on. Counterpoint. Now, I will say this. There have been some comments. Now, at this point, there's like one or two comments on my special. One old lady, Indian lady, was like, messaged me. She was like, you're amazing. You're incredible. One of the best comics I've ever seen. And then I heard about your body fluids. And I thought, what
Of course.
the hell?
Okay, but that's an old lady.
No. But then I was like, sorry, won't do it again. She's like, I'm back to being your fan. So all you gotta do is say, I won't be dirty again. And they're like happy. So it's like something about dirty makes them angry.
No.
Dude.
I'm going down the same road. I'm trying to clean it up.
Are you kidding me?
need to just clean
How
it
much
up,
more can you clean it up, Joe?
Everyone thinks I'm clean. I'm not clean. I have jokes about eating ass and
What?
stuff like that.
What? I just love the idea of like them getting angry at one of your food jokes. Like, this is processed food, Joe.
But
Clean
the
it
problem
up,
is
Joe.
I tried to go clean, and then last week, what did I do? I had a joke about deporting Indians and how we need to deport them.
Well, the racism is getting more intense. You know, Pajit has become poop jeet. I mean, it's getting intense out there.
All kinds of cheating.
Sam Hyde is now in my algorithm. I'm seeing a bunch of random anti-Indian
Oh
stuff.
man, he really hates Indians.
I don't know what the deal. Like, I saw a video. Bro, I laughed so hard because it was just so goofy. It had
Yeah.
no points in it. It was just like, imagine if you were an Indian I laughed. I was like, this guy, the hate is so vague.
He really hates Indians.
But what exactly is the fucking issue, man?
Well, I think he's like.
Is it a smell thing? Is it just a smell? 'Cause I'm telling you, a lot of
I
people
think
smell.
it's a whole thing. It's like a nativist thing, and I think like when Vivek did that whole thing where he tweeted, he's like, "We got to be more like Screech and not like Zach." I was like, "Shut the fuck up, dude." Okay, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. It's not resonating with anybody. You got to be more like Urkel rather than Stefan. I'm like, these are the dorkiest, lamest references.
Well, it is. You know what it is. I think you're right. It's like who did the bullies find? Not the big ass black dude who played for. Not the Ghanaian massive dude with the accent.
Yeah.
You find a little Indian guy who's just
Well,
like.
look, this goes back to my thesis that, okay, America wants their minorities they can either be successful but quiet, or they can be unsuccessful and loud.
Or they can be like massive and dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as they're like
Right.
scary,
That
they'll be
goes
like,
in
oh,
line. Goes in line with the loudness, right?
Right.
That's what I mean, right? And so when you got a Vivek guy who's just like, hey, white guys, here's what we got to do. Here's what you guys need to do. They're like, this isn't Kumon, bitch.
Yeah.
You know, you're not the Khan Academy now. Just shut up.
They love Revenge of the Nerds, but they don't like it in real life.
They didn't like that Vivek was talking to white people the way white people talk to black people. And so I think that's where
They don't like the nerds coming up.
That's where the Sam Hyde energy comes from.
And especially a guy who's not a nerd. Like anytime, like first of all, Vivek is a nerd, super nerd.
He's a dork.
But then they also don't like any sort of guy outside of that. So they're like, some guy like, your Mango Big comes in, blah 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 blah. They're like, Pujit,
I know, of course.
Pujit. And it's like, dude, they can't outside of their purview. They don't accept that.
Yeah.
Also, black people have now become too scared for them to attack. That's established. White people are very scared.
Well, it's not just that, but they're just like, they're not the threat, right? They're not like
They don't have our money.
They're not the status threat.
They don't have our
right?
money. Yeah.
But the fact is like, okay, you've got all the CEOs now. You got people like Vivek now. They're just like, no. It's just like, it's honestly no different than just like 19th century nativism against Irish people or 20th century nativism against Italians or whatever. You know what I mean? It just keeps happening.
The funniest one was the anti-Chinese railroad worker stuff.
Yeah.
Because that was literally like the beginning of a lot of this. Yeah. Just some dudes hammering nails and then eating their Chinese food. And look at these fucking losers. Because apparently the Chinese railroad workers wouldn't spend their money on whores. They would just buy Indian spices and stuff. And they were like, buy a whore, man.
I know. And then they're like, no, we have our own whore.
We have our own whore.
We have our own whore over here. Much better looking. And we give opium to our whore customer, too.
They don't realize you pass the red curtains. It's like a whore town.
Yeah, exactly.
They just don't want your white whores. Right?
Exactly.
Hey, can I try that General Tso's? You're eating
and then they hit him up with the, but that is what it is, right? Because it's not like the Chinese have, or the Asians in general, East Asians in general have less money, significantly less money than the Indians, right? It's just like this kind of status anxiety thing, and that's where it's basically coming from.
I will say this, dude, and this is like across the racial line. For some reason, Asian dudes don't be DMing people and getting rough in
look, Indians do have to look in the mirror a little bit, okay? Like the Indian DMing, the Indian scam callers,
it's in there, man.
All the call center people who decided to become pirates of the phone line.
What happened?
The pirates of WhatsApp who are out there with the scams. Like, look, there is a thing there. There's an issue there. You know what I mean?
I guess Asians are too much on you.
East Asians just piss off black people. But like, don't come to my nail salon, Like, hurry up and buy. There's
a race war there going on in the distance. Nail salon versus Tyrone versus Shaniqua, right?
Yeah.
Versus every black homeless man ever, apparently, who I guess they've watched like some movie on the Link NYC or something and get radicalized. I don't know what it is, right? Mm. But over here, white people are now very angry at Indians. I guess we're in your face. We're in the thing. We're up in ya.
That's what I'm saying.
We're up in ya.
Loud and successful. And look, to be honest, it's like, should they be loud? And look, I did have a joke last weekend at that show, the Haram Guy show, where I was like, maybe we need to deport the Figma Indians. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a Figma American, you got to go to India. You got to go back, right?
That's really funny.
It's like you can't have like a pointless email job. You can't come thousands of miles to have a pointless email job.
It's very funny, yeah.
You know
it's true.
what I mean?
It's true.
But these are the jokes I'm going to stop doing now.
Why, dude? What's next for you? Windowsills are weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna do airplane food jokes.
Okay.
Slice of life type stuff.
And
I find the race jokes, they don't age well. Like in 15 years from now, the most mild black people are late joke is going to be like
you would
seen
be
as
surprised
the worst thing.
how relevant black people jokes have been since you look at old.
I mean, look, I'm never going to stop doing couples racism. That is going to stay.
My favorite
of
joke.
course.
It's great, dude.
Right? But look, here's the other thing, though. I want to get back to the Sam Hyde thing, right?
Okay.
And what this whole nativist thing. And we talked about this a little bit. And look, here is one thing that I you have to say, right? Is look, there is a reason that maybe you had like a nice upbringing. Like I didn't experience like a ton of overt racism. White people are by and large pretty nice, right?
Yeah.
And they were just like curious, and then they would come over and bring us fudge, and they'd be like, "Yo, well, here, try some of this." And they'd be like, "This is delicious," whatever, right? Nice little exchange of whatever. And that is because they are inherently nice people, actually, in America at least, right? My experience, my anecdotal experience growing up in central Pennsylvania. But I do think, okay, if you have a mass influx of people that are immediately changing up the demographics of a place, it's not going to be that out of the ordinary for people to be like, yo, what the fuck is up with this? And we
Yes.
know this because Indians didn't like it when British people came in en masse and were like, oh, we're going to start running things here now.
Sure.
Right? That is a thing. And you can't deny that thing. To deny that thing is to deny reality.
And they went to houses and houses being like, it was all topsy-turvy.
Right.
Then they're going to Indian houses going like, perchance would you have some bobs and vagine for me? Perchance would you have some for me?
So I do get it, but it's like, is it welcome this new wave of sort of extreme
People-
rhetorical racism?
People
No.
love all people, theoretically.
Yeah.
Theoretically, it's all
Yes.
love.
Yeah.
I've always said that white racism is like kind of road rage, right? Like when you're driving, everyone's driving, it's all good. The moment someone cuts you off, you're like, fucking Mexicans.
Exactly.
And then you're like saying all this shit
Of
because
course.
the cutoff. Now,
We're all
here's the
racist
thing.
in the
Here's
car.
the thing. Now, he's cool.
Yeah.
But the cutoff happened.
Yes.
Now, was the reaction a little intense, Harold? Yeah. Did the guy cut you off too? Okay. Now, India's desis in general, our culture, it's the crowd. Maybe it's just the fact that we're all sardines in the country. We have no problem jostling a little bit, getting
Yeah.
a little in there.
Yeah.
That's part of our culture. It's like, you're a kid with your hairy asshole will sit on your lap raw, right, on a train. Who gives a fuck?
Because
right?
even like 10 years ago, this kind of racism was not out there like this.
we had no power yet.
I mean,
Not really.
the CEOs and stuff were all in place.
But not in the real, like,
You
it
know?
wasn't
but
being
that,
seen.
But that's my point, though,
There was no
right? Is
visibility
that
in
the
the power.
numbers have increased. You know what I'm saying?
The visibility's higher.
The visibility is higher. The numbers have increased.
There's a face to the name now.
Right. And like you want a country to have a unified sense of identity to it.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
No. I get it. Now, I will say this, dude. The comments are getting, dude, it's like, imagine if it's just on some random cooking video. Imagine if you were an Indian, 8,000 likes.
I know.
What? Whoa. Like, whoa. It's like a groundswell.
Look, I think
tidal
it's
wave.
that, and I think it's also just a need to be racist. And now there's a somewhat acceptable target because Indians haven't built up the sort of antibodies in the country yet.
I think so. I think also there's no scary Indian guy yet. We need like a ripped ass, dangerous Terry Crews looking, Ving Rhames looking motherfucker.
Nah, or we just need to just be cab drivers.
No.
You know what I mean?
Or be scary cab drivers. So they're like
that's
terrified.
what it is. It's like you just have to just be cab drivers.
There needs to be some fear of death with us.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Again, with black people in the beginning, they're like, they're going to fuck our women and kill us.
Well, listen, in Canada last week in like Ottawa, some like 26-year-old Indian guy got stabbed to death by his 82-year-old white neighbor.
God damn. How did that even happen?
It was 82. I know. I'm like, I was like,
kinda earned it.
Indians need to be like,
Can you take one
lift some
self-defense
weights?
class?
You know what I mean?
No, stop.
Yeah.
Ah!
Put down the aloo gobi for a minute.
That's how hospitable we are. We're like, come, stab me.
Stab me.
Please, no problem.
But no, I mean, look, it's serious. That's a terrible thing.
That's
And
very
the guy
bad.
apparently who had been shouting racial slurs at him and his wife and
Jesus.
stuff, and he got stabbed in the laundry room.
Ha!
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Just washing his turban.
Something.
Damn it! Dude, again, I say this. There needs to be a fear. Vivek is our most visible brown guy. There's no fear. Huh? How you
I
doing?
know we do need to have a little bit of that.
Fear.
We will tear this McDonald's in half.
We'll
if you,
undo.
if you didn't give me the supersized fries energy.
White people hate black women. They hate them. Why don't they ever attack them? Because they know shit's about to get rough.
They are scared
If they ever do
of
that,
them.
it's about to become a McDonald's at this Home Depot. If they do that, we don't have that same fear. There's no fear of us.
No.
And we don't instill fear. We're like, huh, that's why I love you, dude. You make these white guys scared.
Do I?
A little bit. Just
Name
your
a white guy
presence.
who's scared of me.
What?
Name a white guy who's scared
Name
of
a
me.
white guy who's not scared of you. How about that? There's like a strength to you, dude. You know, and we need more of the dangerous brown boys.
I just have a mean face and a mustache.
You are Teddy Bear, truly. But Teddy Roosevelt, actually, specifically.
I'm not fat.
I said your mustache, dude.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I didn't even talk about that. You got to be scary, bro. Stop being insecure.
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp? What?
Doc Holliday. They got mustaches. They're not fat.
Pretty hot.
They're pretty hot.
I never said you were fat, dude.
I know.
You're stocky, and you can whoop my ass.
Not stocky.
What?
Fuck do you mean stocky?
That's
Do
a
you know-
hot. That's a
do
really
you know
hot
what stocky
word.
means?
Stocky means like strong.
No. Stocky means you're kind of short and fat. Yeah.
I
And
did
I'm
not
neither
mean-
of those.
No. Stock
Yeah.
means strong, like full of
Look,
stock.
I'm a nice lean 185, 187,
Stock is like you're
6'1",
You're stocky, right? Like,
You
like
know.
a stock man.
and I lift. I lift 3 times a week. Yeah. Where are you at now with your curls?
40. But I can do one set of 40, and then I go 35.
That's good.
Okay. What are you at right now? 45.
Well, now lately I've been going to the gym and I've been going to the Y. And
Yeah,
I've been using machines.
Yeah.
So
What
I'm
do you mean
curling
machines? What do you mean, like
the
bicep
machine.
I feel like the form of that always hurts.
But it
my
always
arm.
it isolates better. That's why.
Okay,
And
okay.
so when I'm just I have the free weights at home still
Right.
too. And then I do so I'm at like 100 110 on that machine.
Dude.
And
that's good. That's good.
yeah.
I mean, you're a naturally strong guy.
And then I do the flies. I do like 160.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
And then I row for about 30 to 40 minutes.
So that's like
my fucking traps
just
are
doing that?
really strong
Just
right
doing that?
now. Yeah. Felice
you
touched
pull-
my back the other day. She's like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Yeah."
she's like you're stocky.
Shut the fuck
I thought stocky was a compliment, dude. I really do. Also, the first.
You can't just change that. Be like, I think fat's a compliment.
Fat farm, like PH, like black people. Dude,
Fat. I mean that in a good way, though. Like,
dude, recently, like a female comic was like seeing me on stage, and after I came down, she was like, "You're big, like you're big now."
Who
She's
is
been
this?
for a long time. Don't worry about it. She was she was known for a long time. She was like, "You're like bigger," because you knew me from way back, mic stand days.
yeah.
Dude, it's the first time a human being's ever called me a woman's ever called me big. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you're big.
Was she a former guest on the show?
No, damn, sweat lady. Don't worry about it. But I was like, hell yeah.
Well, it's not like
bitch.
this is a controversial story.
Every time I talk about anybody on this podcast now, I get in trouble. So I'm no longer doing that.
Fair.
Okay, you can do your clean windowsill jokes. Let me have this too, where I'm like secret now. Nobody knows anything. Jesus Christ.
I know what you mean. I tried to talk about some guy cleaning his penis off with urinal water. Look what happened.
And then some lady got on us.
Not a lady. She was like a student.
Okay, that's good. Listen, I love when people interact with our stuff, dude. Because, we be popping off. So
Well,
pop,
I guess
pop
we have
back.
to check the comment section. Joe, can you find that video
Yeah,
and
I
check
can
the
do that.
comments? Because she was like, the comment section is horrendous there.
Do you remember what
People
the
are just
episode
piling
was
on.
called?
Dude, I don't know.
All right, I'll find
Listen,
it.
man, we do get some like racist. There's like a Pajit video online that like we put that has like 10K views and it's just hate to us. I don't even know.
It's about the rise of Indian hate. and
it's there. We look brown. We are brown.
yeah. But Sam Hyde really hates us.
Dude,
Really hates
you know what I said?
Indians.
Good
And
job,
that bums
Tim.
me out because I actually like him.
I thought he was a funny guy. I told you about the time
funny.
I didn't know it was Indian hate. At Skankfest, he had this like super wild set where he was like, basically saying the N-word. And I was like, dude, you're wild, man. Not like, hey, your great set. It's like, you're like crazy.
jungly.
That's kind of cool that you're like insane. Don't say the N-word anymore, but like, dude, like if you stopped saying that, I'd like be a big fan. And I feel like he looked at me like all kind of scared. He's like, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Okay. I think maybe he thought I
Isn't
was
he
gonna
like a gigantic ogre of a guy?
I don't even know, dude. He looks like a steampunk beast, like he's like a massive.
He's pretty
dude.
jacked.
He's big.
Yeah.
He's got this hot ass girlfriend. I
Yeah.
don't even know. And then he's just huge and has glasses. He looks like the X-Men guy from Beast before he's like transformed into the blue thing.
Yeah, he's got like Blanca energy.
Right, he looks like he's working on blimps. You know, he's got those glasses, right? he looks cool. I'm like, hey man, good. Like you're crazy. I like your like energy, bro. And he's like, yeah. He like ran off on all fours. You know,
The knockoff. Just like,
he ate a banana.
fucking Pajit telling me I did good. The fuck is this guy?
Yeah, he had a banana, skin in, and just left.
Yeah.
And I guess he was weird that day because I was an Indian looking guy saying good job. He thought I might have been coming at him or something. He didn't think Skankfest would have any brown people.
Yeah.
To talk to him. And then I looked later. I was like, oh, this guy hates Indians, like straight up, straight up hates it. I was like,
It's so wild because he had a show in NYC last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, I want to go check him out,
Yeah.
see what he's up to. And I bought the tickets,
Yeah.
and then I went online, and I was like, his first joke was like, imagine being Indian. And I was like, oh,
Who is this guy?
Like, there's no way I can go to this.
I can't. I don't know what the thing is. I just don't know what the thing is. Like what? I guess again, if you see like a classic like tech Indian guy who's kind of nebbish and he's just doing his job, making money. I guess it's easy to. It's like a bully energy of like, let me push him in a locker or something.
Yeah.
That seems to be it. You know, but he also does like anti-black stuff, so he doesn't really.
Does he?
I mean, I've seen him like he did I told you the act was him doing a massive act out of just a black guy getting, oh god damn it, shit, that woman looks finer than a peach on a summer day.
Did you find the episode, Joe?
Is the episode called "Are Desis Disgusting"?
Yeah, check
Oh,
it.
God.
Check it. Check
So I
it
don't see too many, except for the first comment is like, it says, "I don't think I can stomach this episode. I'm flabbergasted."
That's it?
That was me, I think.
No, that's the only negative one. The other one, there's another comment where a guy tells a story about something that happened to him. Do you want to hear that one?
I don't know what it is. It was probably maybe in the an IG video, whatever it was, but like something we talked about. I definitely had some comments, but it's like, dude, maybe we got to be more conscious. I mean,
Well, I don't know where the thing is. People are like, Indians eat poop. I'm like, that's Germans.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that's the
That is
Japanese.
literally Germans.
I don't know. Germans got to escape all their weirdo poop.
Like, have you ever
kinks.
read the Marquis de Sade? Like, all that stuff that's you guys. Dennis Cooper, like, that's you guys.
They used to feed Nazi soldiers little poop so they wouldn't be afraid in the front lines. It was not meth. It was methane.
Then they became berserkers. They would eat a little poop, and then they would just fucking.
That's what they forget. Meth was short for methane. That's what they gave them. And it was like, Schindler was on it,
Schindler.
But it's like, I just like, hey, hang with us. We're cool. We're two cool poop G's hanging out. Like, well, I just want to understand where the anger is so. It's like when like in Europeans, like, because they got the same thing, but for like Arab people, right? Like Turkish people. Like, a Turkish guy will jaywalk in Berlin. They're like, I told you, they are here for our women. They are here
Okay,
to
but
kill us.
even that's different because the Durka Durka gang in Germany, they're like running over people at the Christmas market.
Not
and
always.
That stuff.
Not every day, bro.
Still, I'm saying there's like more of a basis.
Now you agreeing with that? Like, actually, that one has a whole different.
Look,
that
I'm
one's
just
okay.
saying. Look, I'm just trying to show you where I'm just like the stuff for Indians is like really insane. Okay,
I would say it's also insane with the level of.
it is insane. You're right. Yes.
There's
yes,
never
yes.
been a hijabi who's blown herself up, but France hates hijabis. Can we say that?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like, they hate hijab. Grumble, now I gotta protect Muslims on this podcast. Okay, fine.
No. You're right.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
So like the level of hate there, it's like, a woman covers her face, and they're like, you fucking fuck.
Show me your clit.
I need to see your clit.
Show me your clit.
Oh, she puts on pants. Like, oh, the pussy hijab. Classic. You can't understand us, do you? Western culture. Fuck, dude. So it says, but here, you're right. There's not been a Indian terrorist yet. So what's even the hate face that they're putting it on?
Yet. Sorry. You know what some black kid said to me the other day? I was walking to Tompkins Square Park, and I had like a shiesty mask on, but wasn't covering my face. So it was just like my face was all scrunched. I had a black hood on. He goes, "There go my N-word Gargamel."
Oh, God. I haven't had that's a classic black teen roast.
It's great. And all I could do is dap him up. I just
crazy,
cackled.
dude. That's a 90s style fucking attack.
It is.
You don't see that anymore, bro.
It's like, who's watching the Smurfs now?
What the Gargamel is low key.
You know?
He-Man looking at. What kind of Hanna
Like, I forgot,
Barbera
what is-
reference?
What is Gargamel? Who does he look like?
Because that's a poor black kid who still don't get like internet
Yeah, who
like
doesn't have
that.
internet,
He's
yeah.
watching like cable TV or something. Cartoon
I
Network.
mean, Gargamel doesn't even have a mustache. I'm like, you know why? It's the hood. Gargamel does have a hood.
Gargamel's rough, dude. Yeah. I mean, that's rough. That looks like every open mic comic I've ever met in my life. Dude, yeah, black kids watching fucking Smurfs still, dude.
I love it.
I'd walk by, man, look at that skeletal looking there.
They were the only cartoon with people of color
It's
on
true.
the 80s.
It's true.
One color, exactly, to be honest. Well, they didn't even make Skeeter black in Doug. They made him blue. There was no black characters in Doug. You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
supposed to symbolize that. The way that in Star
Krishna
Wars,
is
no.
blue.
The way in like Star Wars, instead of having like other races, they would just have like, oh, here's Chewbacca, he's Italian or whatever. You know.
But then also they'd be like, you know, those Ewoks get a little. They steal stuff a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
wink,
exactly.
Wink to camera.
The
That's a
guy
black
who wanted the guy who wanted to keep Anakin enslaved was like clearly like a horrible stereotype about you know.
because he had a shirt. He's like just breakdancing.
Why you're not going to take Annie from me?
dude.
He's worth a lot of money. It's like, oh,
And then
doesn't feel good.
and then those like desert guys were always like breakdancing in a crowd when they got
No.
somebody.
Now we've got like the whole DEI Star Wars thing where it's like everyone's a black and a woman. Like, just keep everyone grotesque
I mean,
aliens.
there was one line in one of the new ones where it's like, if a blargon wants another blargon, let the blargon blarg on.
It's a whole new storyline.
I mean, that was a legit line they had. It was 2017 was fun because it was getting crazy.
Yeah.
And this Kill Tony Joe Rogan reaction is what we all were joking about back then,
Yes.
and now it's happened on a wild level, and now it's like, okay, Jesus Christ. But I mean, people
America
forget.
can never just find the center, find the middle of a thing, you know?
Well, they used to, bro. They used to. I think back when Adam Sandler was huge, that was a simpler time for
I
all
mean,
of
the
us.
90s was when America was just honestly at its best in terms of race and every
Dude.
other kind of thing.
People don't realize how good they had it because we used to idolize the dumb white guy. That was a cool guy.
Yeah.
That was not a bad guy. Now we're idolizing the incel-y, weirdo, hateful white
I mean,
guy.
are we idolizing them? There's not a lot of cartoons where the incel is like the hero.
You're right. You're right. But it's like, where's all the money going, right? Who are the most famous comics? Who are the ones who get the most money? It's all these sort of incel-y guys. Now,
Really?
before, yeah, dude. Shane Gillis and ilk, you know?
Shane is not an
He's
incel,
not.
dude.
You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
Like, that's the type.
He's fucking just good.
He's
guy.
very good. But his fans are very bad.
His fans, okay, maybe.
But he's very good.
I'm his fan.
I'm his fan too.
Yeah.
And I've been known, you know. Oh, but here it's the ecosystem, right? Where's all the dollar? Where's Netflix going to get all the fucking?
Well, it's like there was a
incendiary
backlash.
comedy?
I mean, obviously, getting axed from SNL was kind of the best thing that could have ever happened for his career, right?
Yeah,
Because
bro.
that really led to a backlash where you got a ton of support, and then people are like, "No, we want to see this guy." I mean, same thing with Louis, right? After his whole like Me Too moment or whatever, it did galvanize people where they're like, "Well, enough's enough."
Dude, it was crazy because when you cancel a white guy, it's like the incel cowbell goes
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
ding, ding,
yeah,
ding, 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 ding. They're like,
I know.
Who hey? I'll never forget that one time we were at Louis' show in MSG.
Yeah.
High out of our gourds, and then we were so high we saw the truth. We were like, everyone here likes him for the rapey
The wrong
shit.
reasons because they weren't laughing at any of his jokes. Really, they were just there. I mean, he was getting laughs. Obviously, he's amazing. But like, I remember we were sitting next to like that family of bears
Yeah.
from Long Island or whatever, right? And they just didn't get his jokes. They were too dumb. They were just like, when's he gonna own the limbs?
When's he
you
gonna
know?
fucking jack off on stage? When's that gonna happen? When's he take his pants off and
Yeah.
start jacking off? That would have really killed. If his closer was just like, and now
I know.
how many you've been waiting for?
I
He
know.
just takes his pants off. Woo! Fuck yeah, dude! And all his openers bombed because they're also like real comics. It was
Yeah.
like a surreal night. We're all high. We're like, what the fuck? Everyone's looking at us like, what are these two Pajeets doing
I
here?
know that's not true. A couple people came
No,
up to
no,
us.
no.
They recognized us
yes.
from the MB from this.
So, dude, it's a weird time. I don't even know where. Sometimes we fall. It's like now the immigrant energy is all like kind of
Oh,
cordoned
dude, do
off.
you know what happened? My mom and dad came to visit. My family came to visit last week.
Yeah.
I was walking on the street with my mom. Some guy came up to me. He was like, "Yo, you're from Mango Bay," and I was like, "Yeah." And he got really happy, and my mom was just like
I am.
over the moon. over
she was
the moon.
blushing. She's like, "That's my son."
And then Felice was with us, and she was like, "Well, this is his mom." Just trying to get my mom some
Yeah.
like flowers.
And
he was like, "Your son's doing great work."
yeah.
My mom went back to the hotel room. Everyone was like, "My son is doing great work." I'm like,
Happened to me at LA too. We were in line, and the TSA guy comes. Some like I was gonna say super black dude, but he was super black. And he comes up, Crip walks up. He's like, "Man," that's why they joined TSA because of the blue outfits.
Yeah.
But he comes up. He's like, "Man, dude, I saw you last night at Laugh Factory. Man, you were out of control." And I'm like, "Can you not be at our borders, dude?"
He's
No.
confiscating all the lotion and rubbing it on his elbows.
Yeah.
Nah, this is over 6 ounces. I'm gonna have to take this. He's like, I'm looking nice.
yo. So then my mom was like, "Oh my God, that guy, he knows you.
Yeah,
He knows you. And he's very Russian."
it's like all the pores know you.
All so peasantry. What about someone who's white? Huh? Someone with power. Someone with a goddamn job. Mama, I got organized a couple
White people have
times.
been going crazy for me, but over Daredevil. People
Oh, yeah,
coming
yeah.
into the DMs like,
Yeah.
dude, you were in Daredevil.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like, yeah.
Actually, the EMT
Right,
knew.
Henry.
Here's the story about the EMT knowing me in LA.
Yeah.
My
But the uncle
got
incident?
bleeding.
Yeah.
He knows. Like the guy's like bleeding out. He's like, "My son."
He's
was
like, you
on
want this guy to live?
AGT."
You want this guy to live or not?
Look at the video. So it's like it's all there, but it's like, dude. So it's like, can I get like a fucking? I just want a video. I know we're making it when Sam Hyde is like, "Dude, listen, I hate Indians, except these two guys."
Or
that
when
are-
he's like, I really hate these two fucking
then
guys.
we're really winning it.
Yeah.
He's
He's not going to let up and be like, oh, these guys are chill.
I know.
There's no way in
know.
hell that's happening.
I
with
know. I just want to be like, bro. It's like, okay, dude. Like, it's like let's take you to a restaurant, some Indian food.
him. No.
Dude, he's gonna burn the place down. But like, instead of calling a bomb threat,
Disgusting.
ew. But it's like, what? I think I might have had some Indian food one day, and he just like had the worst diarrhea, and he's
You
like,
know what?
never again.
I mean, I can't say I haven't had that experience.
But-
I hate on Indian restaurants all the time because they be doing us dirty.
It's like he would not hate an Indian if he knew how much Indians hate other Indians. It's like he would like be like, "Oh no, we're relating because I also hate Indians," and then we also do as well. Let's hate together. Fuck, man. I want. What's the pill for these guys? How do you fucking stop their hate? I don't know. It's like impossible. You can't.
No. There's no solving that.
I did like a video about like I was like, if you have abs, you're mentally unwell. 20 comments. Listen, you Pajeter McGee.
McGee, I'm McGee now. Eh? Wow.
Back to white.
I've moved up to Scots Irish.
You Pajeter. Fucking fuck. If you don't have discipline, just say it. Don't have discipline, just say it. I look at his profile. He can't fit in his own avatar. You know what I'm saying? Fucking fuck, dude. So it's like my visibility is
Abs
high.
are only for gay men. Let's just be real about
What?
that. Abs are only for gay men.
Dude.
Or insane white men. Or just like insane straight men.
Bro, it's like crazy. It's like, I'm in my 40s, still got abs. Work on yourself, brother. Yeah. They all become David Goggins all of a sudden.
I
You
know.
know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know. So it's like the hate I feel is growing. I'm feeling it more. I see it more per day. Should we have Sam on the podcast? Should we call him up? Like, hey, come.
I don't think he would come on the podcast. I think he'd come and be like, it smells like shit.
We clip it up. It goes viral.
Yeah.
I knew it. Fucking knew it.
I would love to have him on the podcast.
Bro,
I would.
I just don't know how to stop this hate, and it's I'm getting dismayed seeing like the comments where it's like Indians law. Imagine if you were Indian law, and then just a billion likes. Like 1,146 people agreed in different parts of the world. Like, how is that possible? What? What?
Well, look, here's the thing: is like Indians will get a lot of hate, but in the comment section or in the likes count, you're going to see a lot of Pakistanis there. You're going to see a lot of Pakistanis.
This is true. This is true.
A lot of Muslims in general who are just hating on India. Like there is a thing with that too. Like, cause I'll go on Twitter sometimes and I'll see some anti-Indian stuff.
Yeah.
Then underneath it'll be like 100% sir, I agree, and I'm like, that's fucking. He's talking about you too, motherfucker. And they're like, no.
We wash 5 times a day.
It's like funny when because jeet is a suffix. First of all, jeet means victory.
Yeah.
Means winning, which is
Yeah.
an amazing slur to give somebody. Like, check out this winner. You know?
They always hate us.
Winner,
with the
winner,
most.
kebab dinner, you know.
Winner,
But then
winner.
Pakistanis would be like, look at the pajit. And then the Indians would be like, you're a mujit. You know. The Bangladeshis would be like, you're a kangjit. You know. So like Indians have already absorbed the jeetness, you know. They've already absorbed it.
We are like we're like Rogue from X-Men.
Kind of, yeah. We're
just
like, oh,
we're more
yeah, give it to
powerful.
us.
Just take the
Give it
power
to us.
now.
Give it to us.
Pajit is our new. It's like Padma Shri, like the
Yeah.
thing we get. You're been deemed a Pajit,
Exactly.
and that's the highest honor. Dude, it's like we're like this many. Have you seen Akira ever?
I've seen the beginning of
This
Akira.
end part where like the thing basically consumes all of humanity by just absorbing it. This entity. That is India. It's like we're just gonna absorb you, and it's gonna be part of us.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And that is India. That is the style. We're gonna keep talking about it for a little bit on the Patreon. Come on down.
On down.
That means you.
Don't
Sam.
forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Share the video with your friends.
share it to all your like little white coworkers who hate Indians. Yeah, they're gonna love us.
Yeah.
Come on down the Patreon for a little bit.
Your mango big.